Thank you for finding some time for yourself. And you can embrace the heavy sensation of your chest rising and falling. Breathing in and breathing out as you begin to relax. Your eyes close into your internal world. Breathing in and breathing out. And I don't know the last time you set aside some time for yourself. Time away from life's chore, demand, life's status, to really be here. And isn't it wonderful to know there's no right or wrong way to experience this experience? You can be uptight and relaxed, or your muscles can relax. You can be here in this pleasant state, known as existence. However you choose. Little by little, moment by moment, existing in existence. And what some people love about hypnosis is their thoughts dissipate. The mind seems clearer. And as the hypnotherapist Billow Hanlon said, it's almost like there's light at the end of the tunnel. But then again, how do you know another train isn't approaching? And there can be lightness in the darkness. And darkness in the light. Can't there? Except when there isn't. And there is. And I wonder if the right side or the left side of you is more relaxed. The front or back of your body relax as you go deeper into this experience. And I wonder if it's possible to feel lighter or heavier, softer or smoother, or something else. And I'm not sure you're aware how graceful you are, weeding through life's baloney. That's how special you are. And in the past, you've felt financially depressed. And it's got nothing to do with you. There is a process to it. And in a moment, I'm going to share with you a story. And at first, you might think, why am I sharing with you this story? But it will be of value to your subconscious mind that will do something valuable for you a little later on. And a few decades ago, the California lottery jackpot was worth $200 million. And there was a sense of excitement about it. More and more people chose to buy tickets. And the odds at the time were about 1 in 20 million of winning the California lottery. You had better odds of standing outside and waiting to be struck by lightning. And so many people bought tickets in this lottery that the chances of winning became even worse. About 1 in 30 million. And hypnotherapist Michael Yapko read in the paper that there was a man suing the lottery because he felt they enticed him to gamble his life savings. And this particular man thought if he spent his life savings of $30,000, he would win the lottery. But there's a distinction, isn't there? From probability to possibility. and the probability of him winning the lottery and buying 30,000 tickets went from 30 million, a chance of 1 in 30 million, to a chance of 1 in 29,970,000. A motivational speaker, Anthony Robbins, likes to share the tale of the 3 Christmas ghosts, of the present, past and future. And I'm not sure if you've heard the familiar tale of Mr. Scrooge. But Mr. Scrooge is asked to imagine the present, imagine the past, and the future. And sometimes what's nice about making the problem worse is imagine doing nothing about your situation for another 10 years, 20 years or 30 years. You can imagine how that would make you feel. And I don't know if you'd feel sorry for yourself. You would feel heavy or light, in control or out of control. But how wonderful it is to know you chose today to be here. Thank you for being here. And I don't know if the emotional roller coaster ends here. Procrastination, or it was as simple as financially enough is enough, and the opportunity from probability to possibility, the space within the space, to divide up the space. 10 seconds here, an hour over there, 10 hours over here. And you just might find the opportunity to explore a new sense of care, caring for yourself, self-care. And isn't it wonderful to know the empathy and compassion you have within you to give your time, dedication to care about your space. Your ability to give empathy, the responsibility you choose for your future. And when predicting the future, Elon Musk likes to say there are two types of progress: horizontal progress, copying things that work, or vertical progress, going from 0 to 1. But that requires you to do something that no one else has ever done. And if you were to take a typewriter and make 100 typewriters, that's horizontal progress. If you make a word processor, that's vertical progress. And horizontal progress is like globalization. And China wants to be the same as the United States in 20 years' time. They copy everything that works: railroad, aeroplane, Wi-Fi, air conditioning. And while vertical progress you find in Silicon Valley, but in fact any new process, a better way of doing things, is vertical progress. And if everyone in India lived how they live in the United States, the result would be environmental devastation. And if China doubles its fuel consumption, the pollution in China will double. And while globalization is unsustainable, it is still progress. And there are many ways to become debt-free. You could start your own business, find a different job, have a company pay for your accommodation or education, do handyman job, start a charity, ask for government support, seek free financial advice, multiple free financial advice, read books from the library, but as Elon Musk said, whatever you try, you need to fail fast. If it's failing, don't wait to fail. Fail fast and move on to the next space. And if you were to take all the space you feel right now and break that down and down again until you were 1 trillion atoms floating in space. And if you were able to vacuum out all the space, you could possibly fit in within a grain of sand. But you are so much more than that. You are the space, and you are so much more than that. You are the possibility. And there are so many aspects to the possibility. The possibility to discover, the ability to fail fast, to imagine, to utilize horizontal or vertical progress, the distinction between probability or possibility, and if you were to speak with someone who believes the world is a risky place, and the world is full of risks, unfortunately, they are correct. But the world is also full of possibility. And what some people love about hypnosis is the ability to make anything possible. Everything can be perfect. 100% of the time. You can imagine winning a marathon in hypnosis. You can have the ideal body. You can internally rehearse how the future could be. The possibility of how it would feel, of creating a future you. And sometimes Chinese people like to say, a wise man once said, or an Irishman might like to tell a tale at the local drinking hole. But here in Australia we have a saying. We say, "No worries, mate." And we mean it. And won't it be wonderful to look back in the future? How proud you will be of yourself. How you managed to weed yourself out of life's baloney. The tales of failure. The tales of success that got you here in the future. And when you're ready to reorient yourself back to your external world, you can bring with you a sense of lightness and excitement, or bring whatever it is you need to bring. Really stretch out. Take a few energized breaths, and with anticipation you can open your eyes. Welcome back. You're perfect, just as you are.